Okay, this is Mr. Walker back with another video on solving linear equations. 4 questions. What type of problem are we trying to solve this time? We're trying to solve one-step equations using addition. How do we know what type of problem it is? There's an equation with one variable to solve for with a subtraction sign, right? How do we do this? We use the properties of equality similar to what we did with subtraction. We can add the same number to both sides of the equation to solve. How do we check our answer? We're going to plug in values and see if the two sides remained equal. So, let's take a look. When you solve an equation involving subtraction, we're going to add the same number to each side of the equation. We're going to keep it balanced, just like when we did when we solved using addition or subtraction. Our addition property of equality, you can add the same number to each side of an equation. And very similar to the last time, we're going to look at 2 ways to do this. We're going to look at the arithmetic way, just using numbers. 8 is equal to 2 times 4 because 2 times 4 is equal to 8. If we add 3 to both sides, 8 plus 3 is 11, 2 times 4 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11. Our equation is still equal. We've changed the way it looks, but we haven't changed the fact that it's equal. Then we look at it in algebra terms, meaning we look at it as variables. If A is equal to B, then A plus C is equal to B plus C because we've added the same value to both sides of the equation. So let's take a look at an example. We're going to add to solve an equation, and I've got this set up left and right just like it was in the previous video. We can set this up and line them up so that we are adding 12 to both sides on the same line. If we take 12 and minus 12, it goes to 0. Minus 49 plus 12 is minus 37. So we think B is equal to minus 37. Now, I prefer to stack my variables underneath, which is on the right side. Okay, B minus 12 equals negative 49. We're going to add 12 to both sides. Minus 12 and plus 12 cancel. Our B comes down. 49 plus 12 is 37. 49 minus 12 is 37. The reason why we're subtracting is we have opposite signs, in which case we subtract and keep the sign of the larger numeric value. In this case, that's the negative number. Now, how do we check our answer? We're going to take the minus 37 and plug it back into the original equation. So, B minus 12 equals negative 49. Negative 37 minus 12 is negative 49. Back to our operations. If I have two numbers with the same sign, we add them and keep the sign. 37 plus 12 is 49. Both numbers are negative. Negative 49 is negative 49. So the answer to our solution, our equation, is that B is equal to negative 37. Let's take a look at one more example. I have y minus 5 equals 8. It's a linear equation. Back to our original start when we started this video. What type of problem am I trying to solve? I have one variable, y. We have a subtraction sign, and then 2 constants. So we're going to add 5 to both sides. Y minus 5 plus 5 equals 8 plus 5. Minus 5 plus 5 goes to 0. The y comes down. 8 plus 5 is 13. So we think our answer is y equals 13. And now we want to check our answer. Plug it back into the original equation. Substitute 13 for y. Minus 5 equals 8. 13 minus 5 is 8. 8 equals 8, and we're done. That's how we solve a one-step equation involving subtraction. We add to both sides of the equation, and we are finished in one step. Thank you.